Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we're going to be working on the E90 and we're going to show you how to remove, clean and replace the diesel filter. Now this will work, I'm not too sure if the petrol motors are the same, but this is on the diesel engine, the 320D. It could also work for the 330 as well, but I'm not too sure about that. But in the meantime, let's get started on this video. I'm going to go over what tools you need and what the steps involved, and we will continue in the video and I will talk you through everything, through the steps, and you can easily work on this on your own. Now bearing in mind, if you are not up to the task of being able to get access to your filter, or if you don't have access to a hoist or a ramp or something to pick the car up, this might not work for you. But don't let this video discourage you and say that you don't feel like doing this. Although it is very easy to do it, I suggest if you can, or if you do have access to do this, or if you need to do this, then only go ahead and do it. But otherwise, if you don't have any problems with it, there's no actual need to do. But that being said, let's get started on this video and we can go through step by step as to what's actually needed. First, you want to remove the undercover using an 8mm socket, and you can remove them. There should be about 4 or 5, maximum 6 of them. But my car is only 4, so you can remove those first to remove the under tray. Once you are done, you can remove the cover and set it aside so you can have access to the filter. As you can see, all that's holding up the filter is a little circle up at the back, which can be removed using a flathead screwdriver. And the other end, there's a hose clamp which can also be removed using a flathead screwdriver. And in the middle, there's a little bracket being held up to the chassis, which you can remove with the 13mm. Take your flat screwdriver and wiggle it around to remove the clip, which will just easily come out, as you can see. You can then unscrew the hose clamp from the other end of the filter to remove it. Using your 13mm socket with your extension, you can remove the 13mm socket, the bolt from the chassis, and you can drop the filter down. After we remove the filter, you can see all of the trash and all of the stuff that actually has come out. You can see the little bubbles that looks like it seems to be water in the fuel. by just having the feed line connected with the clip, we can, as you can see, and we have the filter pointed down into a container, and we're going to start swinging the vehicle so that oil will pump through clean fuel through the filter, so that once we connect everything back up, the filter is not running dry, and we can have everything going through, and we can send fuel to the engine. Once you are satisfied with everything, you can start closing up all your covers, tightening up all of your clamps, tightening up that bracket, and making sure the clip is firmly into the filter itself, and then by inserting those 8mm screws back onto the tray, so you can tighten that up, and you're good to go from there. Once everything is closed up and tightened up, you can lower your vehicle back onto the ground, and you can have a look, you can test, you can go for a test drive, you can do everything else. Main thing is you have to get everything tightened up as tight as possible, so that the last thing you want is to have a fuel leak, and that's where you'll find out that you might be losing fuel if you do, but that's why you ensure everything is nice and tight. Alright guys, so we successfully cleaned out the diesel filter, and we've removed all of the trash and the garbage, and basically trash and garbage, well, all of the stuff that's actually clogging up the filter, all of the dirt that's inside the tank was pushing out through the lines and getting clogged into the filter. Now up to this point, I'm still having a bit of problems with the car. What is happening is, after you get to around 2000 rpm to 3000, after a bit of time the car just goes absolutely in limp mode. There's like no power. But after 3000 rpm, because the diesel, you're getting everything all at once. I'm not too sure if it's actually boost related, which I think it is boost related. I don't think it has anything to do with the fuel right now. Even though we cleaned out the filter, I don't think it has anything to do with the fuel. So I've tried 3 different brands of fuel, and it's been doing the same thing, so I don't really think it's fuel. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have it checked up by a mechanic and let them have a look and see, maybe there's a part on the turbo itself or anything to deal with the boosting issue. So I hope that could be sorted out. I have a feeling it could be a turbo actuator, but I don't want to jinx it just yet and say no, it might not be. So once I get it up on a ramp or up on a hoist or something, then I can have a look and see exactly what's going on. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it and enjoyed it, do give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to leave your comments if you have any regarding this video. And also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, it'll really mean a lot to me. So yeah, thanks so much for watching guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.